Hello, and welcome to the Austin Police Retirement System Education Seminar for Group B members. Group B includes anyone who was hired on or after January 1st, 2022. Today's presentation will focus specifically on the retirement benefits under a Group B plan and will cover the general structure of your benefits. If you have questions regarding your specific situation, please reach out to us directly. The Austin Police Retirement System's website, ausprs.org, is an excellent resource for information regarding your retirement benefits. On the website, you will find tabs containing information related to both active and retired members. Under Publications, you can access the Employee Benefits Guide, the System Statute, and other documents that explain how the Austin Police Retirement System operates. In the top right corner of the website, you will also see a link to Member Direct, our secure online member portal. If you click the Member Direct link, you will be taken to the APRS Member Direct portal. This can also be accessed directly by going to md.ausprs.org. This portal provides 24/7 secure access to your personal retirement account information. To access Member Direct, you will first need a personal enrollment PIN issued by APRS. If you do not have a PIN and have not created an account, please reach out to our office and we will provide you with a PIN. Once you receive that PIN, you will select Enroll on the login page and use that PIN along with verification of your personal information to create your account. During enrollment, you will use your own username and password, and you will log in on the screen using those credentials moving forward. Once logged in, Member Direct provides a summary of your retirement account. On the top left, you will see information such as your employment status, your group classification, your employer, and hire date. On the top right, you will see your service credits, including eligibility service, which is used to determine when you will qualify for retirement, benefit service, which is used to calculate your retirement benefit, and any proportionate system from another Texas proportionate retirement program that we have verified in your account. In the center section, you will see your member contributions, including your regular contributions and those associated with your longevity pay. At the bottom of the page, you will see a Request tab where you can view the status of any request you have submitted to us, including beneficiary updates or service purchase applications. Within Member Direct, under the Account Summary, you will also find your contact information. Active members may update their phone and email directly in Member Direct. However, if you need to change your mailing address, please update it through APDHR, and they will notify us so that we can update our records. Throughout your career, there are several important milestones that you will reach within the retirement system. At 10 years of service, you will become vested with the retirement system. At 22 years of service and age 50, you may be eligible to purchase permissive service credit in order to reach retirement eligibility sooner. At 24 years of service, you may pre-select a survivor annuity. This is important for those who want a non-legal spouse as their survivor for their annuity. If a member who is eligible for retirement were to pass away, a legal spouse or pre-designated beneficiary can retire on their behalf. If there is no pre-designation and no legal spouse, the active member death benefit will be paid. At 25 years of service and age 50, you are eligible for retirement and the DROP program. Vesting occurs once you have reached 10 years of service with the retirement system. If you leave the department after becoming vested, but before reaching retirement eligibility, you will have two options. One, you can withdraw your contributions, which would forfeit your right to a future pension benefit. Or two, you can leave your contributions in the system, allowing you to receive a retirement benefit once you meet eligibility requirements. For Group B members, retirement eligibility occurs at 25 years of service or age 50, or 25 years of service and age 50, or age 62. Eligibility may also be reached using proportionate service and permissive service credits. However, military service credit cannot be used to reach retirement eligibility. Your retirement benefit calculation is using the following formula: your years of credible service, the multiplier, which is 2.5%, and your highest 60 months average salary over the last 10 years. The salary used for the calculation contain only base pay and longevity pay. Overtime and other soft pay is not included in benefit calculations. So at 25 years of service, you'll receive a pension benefit that is roughly 62.5% of your highest average 60-month salary. At 30 years, it'd be 75%, and at 32 years, it's 80%. Texas offers a program called the Proportionate Retirement Program, which allows multiple public service retirement systems to combine service for eligibility purposes only. Participating systems include the Austin Police Retirement System, the City of Austin Employees Retirement System, the El Paso Employees Pension Fund, the Texas Municipal Retirement System, the Texas County and District Retirement System, the Employees Retirement System of Texas, the state system, which includes both judicial systems, and the Teachers Retirement System. With most of these systems, you must have your contributions on account in that system in order to use your time proportionately. The two exceptions to this are TMRS and TCDRS. These two systems do not recognize APRS time proportionately, and therefore you do not have to have funds on account in order to use that time for purposes of eligibility. If you believe you have proportionate service credit that is not reflected on your service credit screen, please contact APRS and we will verify that service with the appropriate retirement system. It is important to remember that proportionate service only counts towards eligibility. It does not increase your pension amount calculated by APRS. You may, however, receive a separate pension from another retirement system for the time that you worked there. In this example, you'll see that the person had 20 years of service with APRS and they're getting one benefit, and 5 years of service with COERS, and they will receive a benefit from COERS once they achieve retirement eligibility under that system. The combined benefit reflects a full proportionate retirement benefit. When you retire, you will have several annuity options to choose from. The formula we discussed earlier is for the life annuity benefit. That benefit ceases upon the retiree's death and does not provide anything for a survivor. If you wish to take a permanent reduction in your annuity and provide a benefit for a survivor, you may choose to do so using one of the options that we have. This will permanently reduce your monthly benefit, and the person that you elect is an irrevocable decision. There is no pop-up provision if your survivor predeceases you, so this reduction is permanent. The available survivor options include option 1, the 100% joint survivor benefit, which is the largest reduction from the life annuity amount, but provides your survivor with 100% of your benefit upon your death. The 50% joint survivor benefit is the smallest reduction from the life annuity benefit, but only provides your survivor with 50% of your benefit upon your death. There is a 66 2/3, which is the middle between those two, and there is a second 66 2/3, the 66 2/3 joint and last survivor. That is the only option where the retiree jumps down to the lower 66 2/3 amount should their survivor predecease them. In options 1 through 3, if the survivor predeceases the member still stays at their annuity. In option 4, whoever the remaining survivor is only receives 66 2/3 of the retirement benefit. Option 5 is a 15-year certain in life. This guarantees survivor payments for 15 years from the retirement date. If a retiree passes away after 14 years, the retiree would get 1 year of survivor annuity payments. You are not required to select a spouse as your survivor. However, certain age restrictions apply to non-spouse survivors. If the age difference is within 10 years, there are no restrictions. But if the age difference between you and your survivor is greater than 10 years, but less than 25 years, you are limited to the 66 2/3 and the 50% joint survivor options. If the age difference is more than 25 years between you and your survivor, you will be limited to selecting the 50% joint survivor option. It's important to understand the difference between an annuity survivor and the death benefit beneficiary. So in these previous slides, we've been discussing the annuity survivor option. The annuity survivor determines who receives a portion of your pension benefit, and that is elected at the time of retirement. This is an irrevocable decision, and you can pre-designate a survivor within 1 year of your retirement eligibility. On the other hand, the death benefit beneficiary can and should be updated at any time. This person will receive the system's death benefit payment, and you can elect multiple and select primary and secondary beneficiaries. If you pass away while actively employed, the death benefit is 2 times the member contributions with a $10,000 minimum. For retirees, there is a $10,000 tax-free retiree death benefit. This benefit amount can be adjusted if you use proportionate service to qualify for retirement eligibility. You would receive a proportionate death benefit, and that is paid to the designated beneficiaries on file. The listed beneficiaries can and should be updated multiple times throughout your career, and you can determine a certain percentage for each beneficiary that you list. In Member Direct, you can view your current beneficiaries by going to the Beneficiaries tab under Information. To make changes, go to the Communications tab and click on Forms. There you will find the beneficiary designation form. Each time you have to make an update to any part of your beneficiaries, you must complete a new form in full. Please remember that APRS does not share beneficiary information with the Deferred Compensation Plan, which is Empower, or the City of Austin for the 4 times your salary benefit. These are all separate entities and they maintain separate beneficiary forms, so it is important that you view each of these forms annually. We recommend that you at least review them annually and submit new forms as often as you would like. Service credit is normally earned through your employment. However, there are several options to purchase additional service credit. Each option has different eligibility rules and costs. Reinstated forfeited service is service that can be reinstated if you had a previous period of employment and you separated service and withdrew your contributions from the system. That removes your service credit. If you become reemployed, you can put back in the funds to the system with interest to reinstate that forfeited service credit. Uniform leave of absence or military leave of absence can be purchased within 5 years of your return from the absence. Some members use sick and vacation leave during their leave of absence so that they continue to make retirement contributions during their leave. If you do that, your service credit will not be broken. If you do not do that, you can purchase your time within 5 years of your return. You may purchase up to 24 months of active duty federal military service. Please note that only active duty military service is eligible for service purchases. Reserve service is not eligible. The purchase must be completed by paying the full actuarial cost at the time of your retirement. Permissive service credit is service credit that you can purchase to get you to eligibility or to add to your benefit beyond eligibility. There are a few types. The Type A cost helps you achieve eligibility and is the most costly. Type B is the cost for additional years beyond eligibility and costs less. Deferred permissive service credit can be purchased at 22 years of service and age 50, and it will have a delayed annuity. When you purchase deferred permissive service credit, the option reduces the cost significantly, but your annuity is delayed for the amount of years that you purchase. Payment methods for service credit include a personal check, a cashier's check, a non-Roth deferred comp, or other IRS eligible qualified plan rollover. If you are planning on purchasing service credit using a rollover from Empower, please contact Empower to ensure that all the funds are non-Roth and are eligible for rollover. As previously mentioned, only active duty service is eligible for purchase. Reserve service is not eligible. The purchase must be completed by paying the full actuarial cost at the time of your retirement. The service must not also have been purchased through another proportionate service agency. And you must not be collecting a military retirement in order to purchase military service credit. Permissive service credit cannot be used in conjunction with the drop plan. You must either purchase permissive service credit or participate in the drop. Both cannot be done. Permissive service credit purchases constitute an immediate retirement, so those must be purchased within 60 days of your retirement date. Lastly, all purchases must be completed before separation of service. To estimate the cost for a service purchase, you can navigate to the Service Purchase Estimates tab under Member Information. Once you select the type of purchase, you will see a cost estimate. In this example, permissive service purchase estimates create a grid so you can see the difference between the cost of regular and deferred permissive service purchases based on the retirement date that is inputted. In the grid, you will see the cost for purchasing service based on your selected retirement date. Note that purchasing 36 months of permissive service credit has two rows. One row reflects the starting annuity and the retirement date, and it is more costly. The other reflects the cost for deferring the benefit for 3 years. The estimate also reflects what the life annuity benefit would be for each amount. To see survivor options, you would need to run a full and complete benefit estimate. To move forward with a service purchase that you have estimated, you will navigate to the Forms tab under Communications and complete the Request a Service Purchase application. Again, military and permissive service purchases must only be done within 60 days of your retirement. Group B members are eligible for the 7-year forward drop plan. You may enter the forward drop at age 50 with 25 years of service. When you enter the drop, your retirement benefit is calculated and frozen using the survivor option that you choose at that time. Instead of receiving monthly payments, that monthly benefit is deposited into a lump sum drop account, giving you a lump sum at the time of retirement in addition to your monthly annuity. You may remain in drop for up to 7 years. However, the drop account does not earn interest and has administrative fees that apply during the drop period. The first year, the fee is 25%. The second year, the fee is 20%. The third year, the fee is 15%. The fourth year, it's 10%. And the fifth through the 7th years are 5%. Member Direct includes a tool that allows you to estimate your benefits. Navigate to the Estimated Benefits tab, and it is automatically shown your eligibility date. You can edit this date to your desired retirement date and complete the survivor information if you want to see survivor options on your estimate. You can estimate both retirement and forward drop benefits. To include a service purchase in your benefit, you will first need to run a service purchase estimate under the Service Purchase Estimate tab. And then when you come to the estimated benefit screen, you will select the estimate which you would like to include in your benefit estimates. Benefit estimates ran in Member Direct utilize the same pay information that APRS has in their system. They do not reflect any future raises and instead utilizes your current pay and projects it forward. The estimates are gross monthly amounts, meaning they do not include taxes or insurance. APRS cannot provide net pay estimates. However, deductions that are typically taken from your pension payment are federal income tax and your health insurance premiums. The health insurance premium information can be obtained by calling the City of Austin Benefits Division. They also have a website with the rates listed, and tax estimates can be found on the IRS website. APRS staff are prohibited from providing tax advice to members. If you are divorced and your pension is divided as a part of the divorce, APRS requires a qualified domestic relations order, commonly called a quadro. A quadro will provide a formula that defines the portion of your benefit that your ex-spouse will receive, which is typically a percentage of the benefit accumulated during the marital period. We recommend using our model quadro that is available on our website, ausprs.org, and having your attorney submit it to APRS for review before filing it with the court. We will have our legal team review and ensure that it can be properly administered by the retirement system. Once we have done that and you have your quadro approved by the court, you can provide that to us. We will add it to your account, and all future benefit estimates that you run will reflect the portion of the benefit that goes to your ex-spouse. Retirement, members may participate in the Post-Retirement Option Plan, or PROP. This program allows retirees to maintain a lump sum account with the system by using either their drop lump sum or a deferral of part of their monthly pension. Just like you defer in your active pay to deferred comp, you can defer a portion of your pension into the PROP account. This is a non-taxable deferral of at least $250 per month that can be adjusted twice per year. Once you stop deferring, you can never start again, but you can make 2 amendments to the amounts that you defer. The PROP account earns interest, which is determined annually and is posted on the PROP section of our website. Members may take up to 2 distributions from a PROP account per year without closing the account. If you require a 3rd distribution, you will be required to close the account. Distributions can be rolled into another tax-qualified retirement plan, such as an IRA, or deposited directly in your bank account. The PROP account is subject to the IRS required minimum distribution process, so once you achieve IRS RMD age, APRS will notify you of the amount that you must take from the account. All lump sum distributions from the system will have an automatic 20% federal lump sum income tax. You may request additional withholding. If you were under age 50 at the time of retirement, all lump sum distributions must be rolled over to another tax-qualified plan until you reach age 59 and a half. This helps you to avoid the 10% early distribution penalty. If you were over the age of 50 at the time of retirement or are now age 59 and a half, you will be able to take direct distributions from your PROP account. Age 50, as far as the IRS is considered, if you turned age 50 in the year of your retirement, then you were 50 at the time of retirement. The penalty is not for your annuity, but it is for the lump sum accounts. Disability retirement is available for members who are unable to perform the duties of an officer due to physical or mental conditions. The application process requires extensive board review and medical evaluation, and approvals may take a lot of time. Once you are approved, if the disability is on duty, it is calculated using 25 years of service. And if it is off duty, you must have been vested to qualify for an off-duty disability benefit, but it would be calculated based on your actual years of service credit earned. If you are approved for a disability, you will be required to complete annual reviews of your continued disability status. As previously mentioned, the active member death benefit is 2 times the member contributions with a minimum of $10,000. Those will be paid to the designated beneficiaries or estate that you have listed in your beneficiaries tab. Retirees have a death benefit of $10,000, or if they used proportionate service to qualify for retirement eligibility, the death benefit would be adjusted proportionately. These benefits will be paid to the designated beneficiaries on file, regardless of changes in marital status or relationship with the designated beneficiaries. Please make sure that you update your beneficiaries often. The City of Austin also provides a death benefit, which will require a separate beneficiary form. Questions about your sick and vacation bust-out pay would need to be directed to APDHR. APRS does not handle any of the bust-out pay information that comes from the city. In addition, for retirees, the IRS has provided a $3,000 tax exclusion for health insurance premiums, which retirees can claim on their personal income tax return. When you are ready to retire, you will submit a retirement application through Member Direct. Applications must be submitted up to 60 days before your retirement date. If you are purchasing service credit, please complete the service purchase applications prior to starting your membership at your retirement application. Documents that you will be required to provide at your retirement include your marriage license if you are choosing a survivor, Social Security cards and photo IDs for both the retiree and the survivor, a check deposit slip or direct deposit authorization showing us the account and routing numbers that we can verify for your pension payment to go. And if you have a quadro from a divorce that is not currently on file with us, you will need to provide us with the copy at the time of your retirement. The retirement and forward drop enrollment applications can be found on the Forms tab under Communications. If you have questions about your individual account or retirement benefits, please do not hesitate to contact us. You may reach us by emailing us at staff@ausprs.org. If you email us, please do not email sensitive information. It is not secure. Our phone number is 512-416-7672, or you can message us through the Secure Message Center in Member Direct. This is the most secure way to reach us, and that is our preferred method. We are always happy to speak with you directly to review your account information and make sure you have a clear understanding of your APRS retirement benefits. Please contact us with any questions. Thank you.